Okay, I'm back at it again. Today's a Tuesday and back with the weekend warrior attitude, so after work is pretty much my only time to do this. So we've got our little setup here for ripping this 2x10x14 down to a 2x10x5 and a 2x10x4. We need to do that twice or thrice? Twice. So, yeah, get to it. Fix some stuff. This didn't work too well. And I'm hooking on something on the end. Let's try and keep going. This blade will not like this. I'll back it off a little bit. Is exciting. So you can see it's better towards the end than it is the front. You can see the front is a little wobbly. You see that? It followed the grain. I tried to hold it steady, but it followed the grain here. You can see where the oval is. But it's not bad. I don't know. I might even that out with something. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'll even it out. Okay, so these are my pieces. I'll set them up on the deck. And I'll get another one. Let's try and get this one straighter than the last one. I think the way I have it set up is the best way to cut it, because the grain pattern is, well, I don't know. If you cut along the grain, does it tend to follow the grain? Cut against the grain, does it not do that? I don't know. I think cutting it smaller here would, I think both are similar. Let's just do it this way. Let's go. Resting on something over there. Gotta fix that. There we go. It's gonna be better. Just have to make sure it's straight before I engage the blade again. I think that's it. Okay, this one came out much nicer. So if you look down the middle, you can see there's no waves. So that means this guy's the winner for doing the front of the structure. And the other guy will use the back. Okay, and here we got staged our final board. Another 2x10x14, and we need 2x4x14s out of it. 2 of those, because I need them for the bottom. So 2 will be for the shelf, and 2 for the bottom of the structure. Let's try it. Okay, so that wasn't too bad actually. If you look at the cut, did pretty well. Just at the end here, chip this, so I may just do another cut, leave this edge and just chop the middle out. Yeah, I think I'll do that. By the way, this is close to, if not the crappiest table saw in the world. This is a Skill Saw brand. I got this for cheap like 10 years ago. Used it for a long time, I'm familiar with it, but there are better products out there, so please don't copy me. I overheated it. It's really bad. The blade, it's going crooked. It's because of this knot. Okay, well, you can try and flip it over the other way and do it that way. Let's try that. Oh, it actually blew a fuse or something. That's nice. Okay, unplug it. Let's see what we've got here. Pretty hot. Maybe there's a temperature thing on here. Maybe it just needs to cool down. Yeah, let's wait. Welcome back. So today's another day. I didn't finish cutting this yesterday. So we saw that the saw saw that the saw stopped working, and yeah. So I blew a circuit breaker, so no big deal. So I reset that, so it should work. I haven't tried it. Actually, let me try it. Yep, that is it. But yesterday I also went to Lowe's to get some more goodies for our project. So let me show you what I got here. Actually, let me show you over here. We've got the necessary screws. So the ones I had were 6-inch and they're almost gone. Now we need 4-inch screws. And we've got a lot of these, 24 of these joist hangers. So these are what I'm going to use to attach all the joists, or rafter, I guess, to the roof, and then these screws as well. So 100 of these. They're 1.5 inches, so once they seat off of this, they shouldn't penetrate the lumber. So yeah, that's our little Lowe's trip. Now we can get back to cutting lumber. I need this one sawn through to 4-inch width. Oh yeah, you're pro. Okay, let's try and do this right. Got some staples in this thing. You can take the staple out. Any more? Nope, 2 staples. Okie dokie. That is terrible. It's just flexing that blade. Wow. That blade is now warped. Oh yeah. That's just warped right now. Wow. It's interesting. Let me show you. Yeah, that blade is warped. So. Oh, it went back. Okay, so it's so hot. And now it's weeble wobbling. See it? A little bit. That's not bad. It was doing it more. So it gets hot. It was just getting hot in here. You can tell. Yeah, see how. Oh, this is the. No, actually, this is a new place. When I went backwards, it happened. But it's a knot right here. It's just having a tough time with this board. Let's tear off this. We got through here, and it started doing something weird. Okay, let's turn it on, see what we can do. That is terrible. Maybe I should get a new table saw, huh? I keep not doing it because I don't have that much to cut, but it's not terrible actually. It's pretty straight. I just need to make it nice. Hey, I'm taking a short break just to think through what's next, but just wanted to say that sometimes it's just hard. I have 3 dogs. The female is in heat and the 2 males are intact, so they are just not cooperating with us lately. They're howling and just, they want to get to her. Actually, she wants to get to them too, which is a double whammy. So we're doing all we can with barricades and keeping them in their crate or other things, but it's hard. I slept downstairs last night on the couch trying to stay with the two boys, and they were just not happy. My wife was upstairs with the girl, and they were just not happy. They didn't sleep essentially, and I didn't sleep either. They were howling and terrible. But yeah, so I'm gonna be a little tired today. I probably it's midday right now. I'm probably gonna take a half day off from work because my brain is just fried. But what I can do is stuff with my hands. When my brain is fried, I can still work physically, which is nice. So I think I'll do that, and I'll get to go work on this a little bit, as much as I can anyway. So yeah, so next up, we cut all the lumber. Next up will be a little bit of the shaping of the lumber. So we'll smooth all the edges out. I'm going to use the router to round the edges over, make it look more like it came from a lumber mill and not just cut. So I'll do that. That'll get everything ready. I'll probably cut off the corners a little bit to make it similar to something else I worked on, a pergola that we have. And it'll feel a little similar maybe. Let me show you actually the pergola to clue you in on like the design that I'm going with. The wood I have back behind me is also cut and shaped for a pergola like design, but I abandoned that wood because it was too short for this pergola. So let me show you what I got here. So this is the pergola. I built this. You can see the firewood shed all the way back there. And it's a pretty large structure. The span is about 14 plus feet between the columns. I just have this lumber stored here right now, but there's a whole table under there. You can see I used slightly different fasteners on this, lag bolts, and I stained it. So I want to go with the same kind of stain. I want to go with the same kind of end design, like you see here, the slants. And for the slats up top, I'm also going to go with something like this before I put the roof on. So something like that. Anyway, it just gives you an idea of what I want to do to match the design. It'll be different, but it'll be homogeneous. Okay, I just had lunch, and now we're back with this setup here. This is my planer, electric planer, my Makita. I've used it just once so far, but I loved it. So I've set this up like this, exposed the whole top edge, which was the cut edge. Some of this will be interesting. These are some knots. The worst part is here from the cut. This will be annoying. I don't think I'll be able to rescue this whole thing because I don't want to make this whole board so much shorter. But we'll see what we got. That's one pass. It's already looking better. Let's keep going. I have it set to 1/64. So that's pretty straight on this end. I've got a large gouge right here, and then that as well. So let's see, maybe we can take off a little bit more here. It's pretty good. I'm going to be rounding over the edges, so this won't be that bad actually. This one's ugly. Okay, let's check what that did. We've got like, yeah, almost -1/8 on this end. And then the middle, about -1/8. At the cut, we've got a little bit more, but it's about -1/8. This is minimal here, -1/8, 4 -1/8. And at this end, we got 4 -16 or so. I think that's good. Okay, now let's set up our next tool, the handy dandy router. Okie dokie, I've got my router here. It's set up with the 1/4" round over. Good. It's about what the regular round over is on these boards. But yeah, let's do that first and see what we get. Oh, you're pro. Close-up view for you. Let's try it. It's nice, except I think I'm doing it the wrong way. I'm supposed to move that way. Let me try. That is nice. Always fun to do this step. So that's looking more like a regular lumber cut or a sawmill cut board. And this turned out okay. This is barely noticeable, so I don't care. This is a thing, but whatever. I'll put that in the back somewhere or on the bottom. Okay, round 2. By the way, if you ever work outside with power tools, always wrap the cords like this. Helps to, prevent it from undoing. That didn't work out too well. Let me show you. This side's fine. Hey, Ollie. But this side has some ouchies. The grain was just right on it. So I ended up doing that. That's okay. This one's not okay. This one's big. Little stuff is okay. This one's the biggest one. Jeez. And the rest is fine. Although here I saw it just split a little bit. That's not bad. Okay, we're back in action. Got one more to do. Ollie's my helper today. Right at my feet. That's just perfect right there. Perfection. Let's switch to the router. Okay, that went really good. This piece is perfection. Look at this. Got a helper right there. Oh boy, he went away. But that piece is just really good. Really, really good. So this will be probably front eye height shelf. Okay, we've got our final 2x4 here. Yep, now that's perfect. Okay, let's get the router. Okay, that one's good. It's nice and smooth. One more. Hi, Ollie. Nice. Okay. That worked out super. Here's Ollie again. Yep. And here we go. Look at that. That's perfect. Okay, now we're on to the 2x5s. And this one is just perfect. It's so good. But I'll take a few passes anyway with the planer. Honestly, even one pass is good enough, but I'll do two. Perfect. And Ollie looks like a dog covered in confetti. Okay, now the router. Perfect. That's beautiful. Okay. Now the final guy. And this one looks like it's in great shape too, so because this one was just the one cut. So since the other side was in great shape, this side is also in great shape. So one or two passes and I'm good. Yeah, there's like a dip right here, but that's not a big deal. It's so slight. I'm just gonna roll with this, not take any more material off. So now the router. Nice. Okay. That finishes that. Hey, bud. Okay, so need to slice a corner off. I want to keep basically as much width here as the width here, so that's an inch and a half, I think, right? Inch and a half, yeah. Out of batteries already? Good. I guess this thing does drain batteries though. I guess I'm glad I got these larger batteries. The smaller ones would just totally get eaten up. Alright, next corner. There's Ollie again. Okay, so one other thing we're gonna do is route the edges just to make them pretty. Whoa. Let's this aside. Let's flip this. Let's do that aside. And that's what we get. Get a nice little pretty profile. It's nicer than what we had before. We got all the edges routed here. A nice little finished look. So we're going to be ready to install these. These are completely good to go. Okay, let me show you what I did here. So I measured the center of these two boards, marked it with the C, and I also measured the bottom of the structure. So from outside edge to outside edge, the bottom, because I basically needed to copy that size up here, right? So what I did was I measured that, and I measured out from that all the way to the end and drew this line, and that's where this bottom this board will go to the post. So the post ends here, and I just transferred that to the second one too. So I have them just laying side by side, about equal. And then I went from the center line every 16 inches, and that's where my rafters will be. So center line included. So there's let's count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. And you can see like the rafter ends here, so this sticks out a little bit, just like in the pergola. So 11. So I actually bought one more than I needed in terms of the hardware. I have one more the hurricane tie thing. So I have 12 times 2, 24. So I just needed 22, but that's okay. So that's good. Yeah, let's get to installing. Right, Ollie? Yeah. Do you want to install it? That should be fine. Whoa. It's fun. Let's just stage it to be like that for now. Where's the center? Center section's right here. Okay, so clamps. I like clamps. Let's use clamps. I have clamps. Now I can attach it here temporarily. I need to go way over. Okay, so something like that. And something like that. I think this whole thing is racked over. That looks straighter. And that looks straighter too. Let's see what we got for level. Yeah, that's good. It's perfect right there. So actually, I'm gonna have to cut off a little bit of the top post there or something. See what we get if we actually pump this up a little bit. Now the top is even with the board. Same here. And how's the level look? Now it's a little worse. What about this? Let's actually, yeah, that was better. That's perfect. What about this side? That's not. It has to go over, and I'm not on the line. Let's fix the line. Yeah, the center's right here. So I need to move this whole thing over this way. Again, I'm going off of the fence, so the fence must have not been perfect or something. So let's move it. How am I doing? Oh, that's better. Right there. Yep, I need a little more, like an inch. Hey, Ollie. Baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Ah! No jumpies, buddy. Okay, need more. Okay. See where we are. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, this is now in the perfect position. Okay, we're back after eating dinner. So now we can screw this thing in. Gonna start on this side and work my way down. So here I'm just tracing where the post is behind the beam so that I know where to place the screws. I just don't want to go outside of that area. Just mark 2 lines and make sure that it's level. There we go. That's our top pivot point. Get rid of this. About there. Nice. Okay. One more. Just make sure, one more time. Perfect. Nice. Very good. Bingo. Ooh. We're on a knot. That's good enough. Okay. So this thing is supporting itself, and now we can just lock it in place with the other 3 screws. So let's do that. I'm winging the placement here, but it's approximate. Well, that's not nice. Nice. That's perfect. Okay. That's those. Nice. One more. Nice. Okay. So that's that. So we got, these are in like that. Pretty similar pattern. This pattern is different than this one because it's not a 4x4, it's 2x5. Okay, so that's nice. Now the back, I guess. Yeah, I think the back is next. So I pick up the back beam here and I want to attach it. Of course, I'm going to have to work from the back here in a little bit, but I grab the clamp, attach it on one side, attach it on the other side, and then I have to move over to the back onto the log pile. That's gonna always be a fun part here of working on this project until I move the logs into the firewood shed. But I use my mallet all over the place here. I'm just kind of bonking the structure and making it move a little bit into the position that I want. So always checking for level and for plumb. And here I notice that this side isn't exactly where I need it. I think it's going to be easier for me to move to the front of the structure here. Yeah. You can see I moved it quite a bit here, so it was off quite a bit. But after I get it where it needs to go, I check the level again and do the other side, and I think that's good. So I grab my screws and I lock it down. And here's one, now the middle, 1 and 2, and now the back. Oh, I take off that, drive one more screw in there. Now the back, 1 and 2, and I'm done. So it's pretty much locked in place. It's not going to move side to side because of the 2 screws here. But I might actually make something else for this. Some kind of a diagonal support here that's similar to this. Maybe a 2x4 Douglas fir or something else. Yeah, I'll figure that out and do it here with 2 screws here and then one going in like that. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, it is now the evening. I went to go take care of the dogs and now I'm back at it. So I was wondering about the design a little bit. I first envisioned these lower ones going on the outside, but I don't love it on the outside. I think them being on the inside is better. I think them resting up against those big supports is one thing. And also it's a little bit higher off the ground. That length may be good for something, so I'll do that. There we go, that's nice. There we go, that's gonna be nice. Okay, let's do that. And then on the other side, that's nice. Okay, that's it for that. And that's our floor in a way. So the top won't have a heavy load. It's not like the bottom. I mean, that's really strong. I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave that as an exercise for next time. I need more of this wood back here because I need the roof joists or rafters, whatever they're called. Okay, these are my boards. Yeah, they don't look too pretty, but they're actually in good shape. They're just dirty. Okay, let's see how these do with planing. That's good enough. Now top and bottom, I think I can hold it. Oh, maybe. I'll try. Put down a clamp. Let's see. See what we get. Put it on a higher setting just so that I could take it down quicker. And that worked nice. One more side and this guy's done. Okay, that is done. I don't know how many more I need. I have to figure that out. I'm kind of tempted to see how it looks like up there, but I'll leave that for the next time around. That'll do it for tonight. It's, what is it? 8:05. It's getting dark around this time. It's the middle of May, so it gets dark around 8. So I'll be wrapping up. I'm gonna have to pack everything up, hide it from the rain. Rain is coming tomorrow, so that'll mean I can't work tomorrow unless it's something inside. All right, see you guys. Bye.